Hey everyone, welcome back to Kubota Farm in East Vineland, New Jersey. And we are in December. Moved ahead the time clock a little bit. Not much to do around the farm. All of the contracts are kind of, in a weird state right now. All the fields in the county are grass. And grass doesn't grow in December, and we really don't have any contracts to do, so I'm just skipping ahead. I'm watching our animals, make sure they're fed. More on that to come here in a minute. But I've been selling our straw. In fact, this is our last truckload of straw that we need to sell. Check out this bad boy. Nice Mac. Of course, we did orange and black for Kubota. Got an orange trailer set up. Pretty nice looking setup, actually. Especially, I guess, if you're a fan of orange. But pretty sharp looking rig, isn't it? I like this Mac. Look at that thing. That's pretty sweet. Sounds good, too. All right, well, let's get busy. Let's get to selling. Made some decent money on this straw. Actually, it's kind of funny with straw. You don't really think that it's worth much, but it adds up, especially when you've got like 400,000+ liters to sell. It definitely adds up. So I think I'm clearing about 15,000. Let's find out here. I think we're clearing about 15,000 a trailer load. This is, like I said, I forget how many trailer loads I've brought over so far. So yeah, we're looking at, we've got 11,000. Okay, so less than I thought. 11,400 plus a 344 bonus. So almost 12 grand a trailer load. You can see we're up to 161,000. I think if I remember right, I started, let's see, our bank was around, I think it was just under 100 after I leased the vehicle and stuff. So not too shabby for something as simple as straw. And of course, we made out a little bit with straw because we have the collect straw at missions mod. Ooh, Brad, watch where you're going. Don't dent up the Mac. You got to return it. Collect straw at missions. So every time we did a contract that had straw, we got to collect that. Plus, we had our own share of straw on the farm from harvesting and stuff. So, yeah, just collecting it up. Collecting it up. I did leave some behind. I think there's about 30,000 liters that we're just going to leave in the barn for now. Not worth really taking a half a trailer load over there, I don't think. We'll get back to the farm, and it's December, like I said, and the only other thing, I think in December, we'll have to look. I think silage actually isn't until January. Yeah, we'll take a look. But I got something else I want to show you. Oh, yeah. It's pretty sweet. Pretty stinking sweet. So let's get this thing parked up underneath here, because we're going to need to fill it one way or the other. All right, let's leave that there for a sec. So, yeah, she's a beaut. I'm liking that Mac very much. Be nice to have one permanently on the farm, but at this point, it's not worth spending all that dough on. I wanted to take a quick peek at something. So our sheep are eating quite a bit. I mean, we've got 500 sheep, so we are maxed out on the sheep, so they do go through the grass quite a bit. So as I'm skipping ahead, I'm watching this grass go down pretty good, actually. Our pigs like straw, but they don't go through much straw, but I did leave, let's take a peek. I think I left like 31,000, almost 32,000 liters of straw. That's more than enough for our pigs. Silage, well, January. So we'll skip ahead to January before we sell our silage. But check out what I got. A mini mower. A mini Kubota mower. Actually, it's not a Kubota, but we did special order it in as close to Kubota orange as we could get. So we'll just say it's Kubota orange. Pretty nice looking mow. Zero turn. This thing comes in handy for sure. I did a little bit of mowing around this area here, and it didn't take long. It's a 5,000 liter capacity. You'd run a little mowing around and dump it off at the sheep, and helps keep them fed. It's pretty nice. Our grass is growing, however, and I thought this was right because I remember dealing with this on Elm Creek when I did a lot of grass work on Elm Creek. Grass stops growing during winter months, so we're not going to see the next stage of growth in grass, I think, until, is it February or March? So we won't be mowing this, at least not for at least probably 3 months, I would say. And you can see the grass around here. I didn't mow this, but you can see how it's kind of changed. It's not like that taller meadow grass, and I think that's mostly because of the winter months change the grass look here on the farm. Let's take a quick peek over here, see how our wool is doing. Yeah, sheep just keep producing, don't they? Like that. That's just money in the bank for us, and hopefully good money in the bank. I would love to see us get enough to be able to either buy a large field. Be nice to be able to buy a large field and maybe a production facility. I think those are probably two good goals to have, at least after we sell through what we have here. Just gonna plop that on there. Looking pretty good. We can move this guy. Whoa! There we go. We got it. We'll plop in here and get him out of the weather, just in case it rains and stuff. Nobody wants soggy wool. And get him out of here too. Beautiful. All right, let me turn off that guy there. So we got a zero-turn mower, pretty handy. Not obviously as efficient as the large mower, but for keeping these sheep fed, pretty handy. Let's go say hi to Sean. Hey, Sean. How you doing, buddy? Excellent. Now, I had a friend ask me the other day, how do I know which of these sheep, the white with the black muzzle, how do I know which one's Sean? Well, it's kind of obvious. This one's Sean. I mean, come on. You can't tell the difference? Pretty clear to me. Anyways. I don't know. All right, let's run over here. Hop in this guy. You can see, I don't know if you've used the Mowit or not yet, but pretty handy. It's I picked the larger capacity bin back here, so it holds 5,000. It took me a minute to kind of get it all set up and working, because you have to turn on, because you can have it discharge, or you can have it picked up by this thing. So you kind of have to turn the mower on. You got to you have to unfold it, turn it on, lower it, and then you also have to turn the dealio there on the back on. And finally, I got it all figured out. It's like if I have to hit more than 3 buttons to get something to work, I'm in trouble. So, but I got her. We got her figured out. I don't know about next time, but we got it figured out this time. All right, so we've got straw. Like I said, on the contract front, I don't really know what's going on with contracts in this game. I don't have any contract mods listed or installed and active. So I'm just rolling with the punches. Not a big deal. They'll probably come back once spring hits and hopefully other crops come up on the map, because right now we're a grass county. And I don't know if that's normal. If any of you have played East Vineland and know if that's kind of normal, I don't know. Just don't know. So we're sitting at 161. We're in December. We need to probably skip ahead, I think. Actually, we do have a truckload of barley we could sell. Yeah, it's December high. Grain Mill Plus, we're actually thinking we could, if we're going to do that, we should either go ahead and buy this production facility or lease it, one of the two. Because as long as we're going to be taking, 60, almost, 53,000 liters over to the grain mill. Do we know? This is one thing I wish the game would allow. And I think I've mentioned this before. So here's the grain mill, right? I think this is the grain mill plus, right? Yeah. It would be nice to, without having to buy it, or in our case, also lease it, it'd be nice to be able to see the productions that can take place with the facility. There's no way of knowing unless you just know. Like here, it would be nice to have a screen that shows, hey, if you buy this, these are the productions you get, kind of thing. So, kind of a shame that that we don't know that. But how much is it to buy? 96,000. You know what? We're gonna try a lease on it. So we're gonna lease the building for $1,000 a day, which for us is $1,000 a month. So now we got a lease on it. It looks like basically we can toss. Let's see. Production chains are all flour. Blah blah blah. So we need to throw. If we throw our barley in here, we can get barley flour out of it at the very least. Outgoing products are flour, cornmeal, cracked corn. We don't have any corn. We could actually buy. We could do this. I have the mod for buying, what's it called? Buy production inputs. I think that's what it's called. Buy production inputs mod. It allows you to buy any input in any production so that you don't have to, let's say you're missing just sugarcane. You don't have to go out and grow sugarcane. You can just buy some sugarcane to get your production facility going. Yeah, maybe it's worth doing that. But let's grab some barley. We can get the entire load into this trailer at once. I really like this trailer too. It's got a good standard capacity of like 79,000 liters. Yeah, I do. I like this trailer quite a bit. And it's not overly huge, and it doesn't seem like, you don't have any problems with some trailers. Occasionally I've had a problem, especially with the gravity fed trailers, of getting them to work properly at some sell points. It's like the what do they call that? The not the collision point, but you know what I'm saying? They don't quite line up. Like the gravity fed trailer, the bottom of it is either too low or too high for a sell point, and they don't work right. In fact, I ran into that on this farm one time off camera when I was testing a couple trailers, and yeah, looks like we can cover that up. And we are going to take our barley over to where we just were, where we just were, where we just was, where we just were, right? Yeah. Which is the grain mill plus. Oh, cool. It even says leasing right on there. Very nice. Let's get that taken care of. I like tagging places because I am what do you call it? Directionally challenged. But I know that this is right by the store, and the store should just be, yeah, down yonder. Just looking at my second there, I didn't think my mouse was the buttons on my mouse were working right, but they're fine. I have one of these mice that have the side buttons, and I have them hooked up to control different things, to be able to connect utility or utensils, different accessories, and to use the cruise control, stuff like that. Have you noticed how much, as the game progresses and adds more and more things, it's almost a miracle that that we haven't run out of key combinations yet in Farming Simulator. There is... Why am I going into the store? I had that in my brain. We don't want to go into the store. But yeah, just I mean, the amount of key combinations when you add just default game stuff and then you add all kinds of mods and everything, it gets pretty crazy. I don't know how people use just a regular game controller and nothing else. It just doesn't seem like you'd have enough combinations to be able to deal with all of the... Oh, that's nice, Brad. To be able to deal with all the combinations you need. Let's try not to hit our deal. We might have to back up into it, actually. Let me open the cover since I'm here. Boy, I cut that close, didn't I? All right, let's dump our barley in. Kind of want to get to the edge over here so when this trailer lifts, it won't run into the spout there. Ooh, hit the door. Waiting for that to close. Let's take a look over here at something. Where's my there we go. Run around like a chicken with your head cut off. Why did I? What did I do? I don't see any barley. What happened? What happened to our barley? Right? We just dumped like 51,000 liters of barley into this thing. Am I losing my mind? I mean, we can activate barley flour, but I'm not seeing we should have a barley here. I don't get it. What just happened? Huh. Well, I'm gonna have to think about this one. That's really weird. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what it would be. That's really weird. I've never had that happen. It's like it just went into oblivion. It almost makes me wonder if the leasing mod is causing a problem. I mean, I'm not missing something obvious here, am I? Well, we activated, and it should say yep, because it doesn't think there's barley in there. But we just dumped off a bunch of barley, and we didn't get paid for the barley, right? I'm pretty sure I didn't see any money come in from barley. Sold. Land, vehicles, property, sold wood, bales, wool, milk, products, sold products. I think we just got ripped off. Well, I'm going to take a look at the replay on this, on the video, and see what happened. And if that's the case, I'm going to do a little testing and find out if maybe the lease mod is causing us a problem. Because if that is the case, then we'll just cancel the lease. We'll throw $1,000 back into our bank account, and I can make 51,000 liters of barley appear fairly magically, and we'll just start over again. But it is what it is. We'll have to just I'll have to figure that out. I kind of feel like I'm missing something, but what could it be? I don't know what else to do. That's really odd. I don't see any... Whoops, that's my bad. I don't see any errors in the log. In fact, the last thing there was my pro shot for my screenshots for my thumbnails. So I'm not seeing any errors in the log. Huh. Very curious. Well, you got to roll with the punches. I'll get it figured out. Get it figured out offline, and next episode, we'll either have barley, our barley back, and $1,000 from the lease, or I will explain why I was missing something very obvious, but I don't think so. I mean, I do some stupid things, but that's pretty basic stuff. Just tossing it into a production facility and off you go. I mean, even the pigs are thinking the same thing. Where's our little buddy there that likes to greet us with a... Oh, he's not even... Oh, he's not there. Usually right there in the corner, he's dropping a deuce for us, but not today, I guess. All right. Well, let's get set up, I guess, for silage. We'll get set up for silage. I don't think there's anything else we can do in December. Wool doesn't sell until like May or April, May, something like that. Really don't need to worry about the wheat. I don't want to. I'm thinking maybe taking that wheat over to there, but we might just lose another almost 32,000 liters of wheat at the rate I'm going. I kind of want to use the buy production inputs mod and just buy some to see how that works, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, I don't want to mess around with it right now. Let's not mess with it. Let's move on. We'll just kind of pretend like we dropped it off and it's being babysat until it needs to go in. I don't know. That's weird. I've never had that happen to me before. So kind of an oddity, for sure. But let's head home to the house, to the homestead. And let's go ahead and sleep through December. We'll go to January. I just realized something else now, too. Our lease will be... Boy, that's weird. That's true. I don't know about this lease thing now. Right? Because here's the problem with the lease thing. It's $1,000 a day. Well, it still shows... It's still showing up in our production facilities. Okay, I got to figure this thing out. Because something's weird. Because here's the thing, right? It's still showing that we have at least cancel the lease. So it must be, when did we lease it? Like around 9:30 in the morning. So maybe we've got an hour and a half left on the lease. Maybe it truly is a 24-hour lease. Because I kind of assumed it would just cancel out at midnight. So maybe it is a 24-hour lease. In fact, you know what we can do? Let's check our silage price real quick, though. I'm excited about silage. $5.79 at the biogas, and that's an easy drop-off point. So that's where we're going to start selling our silage at least. And that is a little bit above the high average, so we can definitely start selling silage. Let's skip ahead time a little bit. Let's skip time ahead to like 10 o'clock. And let's just see if our lease goes bye-bye. A little curious about how this lease thing works. I'm not kind of, just trying it, with you all. And, okay, yeah, unless, oh, Brad, you are, okay, this one, it's a duh. This one's a duh. It's just going to keep charging us $1,000 a day until I cancel it. Yeah, Brad, you need to think that one through a little bit better. But I swear, though, the missing barley, I don't get that at all, And when things like that happen, I'm more of a look in the mirror kind of a person. Like, what did you do, Brad? Like, what aren't you seeing? What did you screw up? I'm not the, well, what is this stupid game doing kind of a person, at least not at first. And I'm still feeling like I'm missing something with this, but production facilities are pretty straightforward. You dump it in and you dump it in and off you go. What are you going to do? I know what we're going to do. We're going to sell some silage. That's what we're going to do. Let's see how much money we get on this this first. That's why I don't close the cover. I don't fill these up very well, like evenly. And that kind of bugs me to see that sticking out from underneath. It'd be cool if at some point if they would have like covers that could flex over that. But I'm sure that's a totally different issue altogether that would have to be worked out. We are selling our silage at the biogas, $1 more at the south. It's further away. We're not going to bother doing that. I think the biogas plant is just down over here. So this was the part I was mostly excited about, was seeing what kind of cash we can get for all of our work with the silage. And then we'll have a reasonable idea, I would say like a generally reasonable idea to the minimum that we're going to get from that grass field. And now that we've actually planted real grass in our field, we know that we're gonna do much better. Well, I don't know about much better, but we certainly will do better than meadow grass. That's for sure. I hope I wasn't supposed to go in there. Do I go up to the next one, or do we go in here? I'm feeling like this is not where you... Let's go in here. Let's check it out. Do we sell it here? This is not right. The biomass heating plant. I thought... Am I thinking... Oh, okay, the biogas plant versus... Okay, I had something else in mind. I actually had the biomass heating plant in mind. I think that's what it's called. Okay, that's fine. If we sell it here, though, I don't know if it's going to let us We may not be able to sell truckloads here, though, right? We might not be able to do that. I don't think it's going to let us dump. I think you're going to need a loader. Oh, it will let us. Good. Thank you for that. All right, let's see what we got. Let's see what kind of cash money we get out of this load. Because this will be what gets us up a little bit for hopefully to get us into another field. So we're sitting at 45, almost 46,000 plus a bonus of like 1,400. 46, yeah, 46, 47, almost 48,000 for a trailer load. That's not too shabby. That's not too shabby at all. And it's nice having that extra, what, 1,300 bonus for precision farming. I'll take that. I'll take that all day. What's our current precision farming score? We're sitting at 60. That has actually, did that go down? I feel like that almost maybe went down a point. All right, good enough. Let's grab another load of silage. We'll take one more over there and just make us feel like we've actually accomplished something this episode. Other than losing 50,000 liters of barley. We'll get that squared away, though, in a jiffy. Oh, no, Brad. As soon as I turned, I thought I'm running over our poplar. That is so not cool. That is so not cool. I am so glad I have crop destruction turned off. So our poplar is sitting at... Wait, whoa, whoa. I thought that looked wrong. Why is this field... Why is this field grass? What happened to our poplar? Okay, either I am honestly losing my mind. Something very wrong has happened on this map. Our entire field of poplar's gone. I can fix that. I mean, I'm going to fix that. But what happened to it? I wasn't even paying attention. What happened here? Everything is grass. I don't even know what to say. I honestly, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what happened. What happened to the game? That's... wow. I am trying to think in my brain what mods I've got cooking that maybe caused this problem. I wasn't even, like, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to that. I wasn't even thinking that our fields would all... I mean, I know I've said, you know, the entire county is grass, but I guess I didn't really think including our fields. I'm going to really have to do some fixing up. Yeah. All this is grass. Every field is grass. I'm going to have to go back, I guess, and look at my recordings and see when this happened. At what point did this happen? Has this ever happened to any of you? This has never happened to me. I mean, this is like totally foreign to me. I've never seen this happen on any map where it literally all becomes like everything you planted is just gone. Some of it I'm going to be able to recover without a problem because I'll be able to use the easy dev tools. I'll be able to use the easy dev tools to be able to just switch it back for each field. I'm going to have to go back and figure out, and I forget what we planted. I think we planted, I forget what we planted over here. It wasn't wheat. I'm pretty sure we planted, did we plant barley or canola? Was it canola maybe? I think it was, wasn't it? Um, yeah, it was canola because the plan, that's right, because canola we can harvest kind of early. Um, yeah, and we were going to do corn then on the back, on the North 40. Okay, well, I guess I can fix the fields, but if that's going to keep happening, I'm going to have to just test that and see what's going on. That's insane. There is something honestly broken with that. And I'm going to have to look at my mods. Maybe I've got a mod that's doing something. That's going to be a hard one to figure out, though, because I don't remember ever seeing any errors on the load screen either. Well, I'll tell you what. I am going to call this an episode. I'll probably finish selling our silage. It's not the most exciting thing for you all to watch. And then on the next episode, I'll get you caught up to speed on what I've done to fix all this. And I honestly have no idea about our production facility. I think I'm just going to have to test it. Maybe the lease mod just isn't going to work. If that's the fix for that, that's fine by me. I don't have a field lease installed. I never activated that. I've only got, I mean, I don't know what else can be causing it. So I'm going to have to do some troubleshooting and find out. Yay for me. But we'll get it cleared out. Hey, this is what you get though, right? I mean, this is Farming Simulator, and it doesn't always go the way you want it to. But it's not the end of the world. Our sheep haven't died, and our pigs are still pooping. So we're still doing all right. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining me. Have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you next time here in East Vineland, and we'll get this stuff straightened out. Hey, take care of yourselves, and make sure that we take care of each other, most importantly. And I'll see y'all real soon. Bye for now.